2018 GSL Season 3. This is Rock Shield. I've got that lightning in my veins. I feel it so.
We are back, and it is time for our second match. Of course, Special just took down Sue 2-0 with some very impressive mech play.
Yeah, looking insanely strong. I'm really happy for him. I mean, if he can continue this momentum, maybe he can make it through the group.
Yeah, and what happens then with 3 foreigners in the round of 16 group selection?
Crazy.
That would be insane.
Team House deserves a raise if that happens.
But look, there's yeah.
Let's start a Korean Team House. We're gonna close that gap.
Yeah, close that gap.
Yeah.
I love it. Now, of course, these guys are gonna try to have something to say about it. We have KeeN here.
Probably the biggest underdog here, certainly.
Yeah, he's kind of the black sheep, or the dark horse rather than the black sheep. He's a black sheep
Black
too,
sheep
actually.
wall.
Yeah, black sheep wall.
Yeah.
I think he'd be able to beat Rogue with that pretty easily. And of course, Rogue. I mean, basically
yeah.
the Bourgeois Zerg. He's like won so many tournaments, it's insane. World champion, Katowice champion, etc., etc., etc. But look. Here's the real question: is can KeeN take out Rogue?
If KeeN can take out Rogues, that is very good for Special. He's feeling happy. Or it's very bad for Special. But
yeah,
I mean,
no, it could really go either way because KeeN is like, it's so surprising that he just can't get the round of 16 because to be honest, his play is so good when you watch it. He's actually really with it, and he has been for a long time, and like, just some unlucky, sad things have happened to him.
We casted KeeN together. I remember that was like the biggest robbery when Mario started 2-axing him. He's like, okay, I'm done with you in the late game. Clearly, you're too strong. And he's just like, I'm 2-axing you now. And that was some robbery. I remember that.
KeeN just bashes most people. Okay, well, he's going up against Rogue. It's time to start. Let's get into it. Game number 1.
Fight. Team Revolution, KeeN.
You know, it is true what you said. He was way outplaying Maru, and then Maru just double proxy racks him twice, and then won GSL. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I was actually insanely impressed.
Yeah.
Jin Air Green Wings, Rogue.
Those are some of my favorite stories of these players, and people never remember things like this. But like, for instance, what about, wasn't it last season in the round of 32, sort of almost beat Zest in the round of 32, and Zanster almost beat Maru in the round of 32?
Yeah.
They both had close-ass series that they
really
lost.
Incredible games.
But like really good series against those two, and then those two were in the finals.
Yeah.
Which it just goes to show just how strong
some of the foreigners are.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And the thing is, yeah, KeeN's not a foreigner, but I'm like telling the same type of story where like every time I see KeeN play, I'm like, God, he's so good.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, what really, separates him from Maru if the games are like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it might not be as much as people think. You know, there's definitely, you can go on, you can have a little bit of things not line up. I don't want to call it you get unlucky, but in a way it's unlucky, right? Like you're in the wrong group, like Maru is destined to win 2 GSLs in a row, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I'm very interested. I haven't seen too much of KeeN's TVZ. I mean, obviously his TVT looked really strong in that.
You haven't seen too much of his TVZ? Do you remember a certain nuke that he did against a certain player who had her sound off?
I do remember that. That was quite a while ago.
Yeah,
though.
that was a long time ago.
At least maybe a year, actually.
It was a year and a half at least, because that was her first Code S, wasn't it?
Perhaps.
Talking about Scarlet versus KeeN, that was like an amazing nuke. And
she didn't ever sound.
She was famously playing without sound because the white noise was so annoying.
And she just put in earplugs.
Yeah.
Recently, she's gotten better, like noise isolating earbuds. So
that's good. Definitely worth the investment.
I really don't understand why. Like, I may look weird here, but I'm like one of those Zergs that just never makes 6 links. I really don't understand. Is it so they can save their link count and go? Like, I'm a big fan.
When you make 4, do you lose a ling?
Not necessarily. If you lose, well, you can. It just depends on how you control it, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe you do lose 1 ling, but is losing 1 Zergling worth losing a drone? Because that's basically what you're doing by building another.
I think I'm kind of with you, but
it's so that they can try and take the 3rd faster. But if you watch Serral, he just like hides a drone at the third sometimes.
Yeah.
And that stuff seems really consistent.
Dark does that quite a bit too, actually, hiding a drone at the third base.
I like that way better than building the second set of links, or third set of links even.
Yeah, I'm pretty much with you on that.
Did we get that? Okay, that just barely doesn't
Just kind of annoying him as much as he can. The drone is coming out, so it looks like those extra lings are for what you're talking about here.
Take a faster third.
Yeah. Force that out. Look at this, 12 more lings.
Yeah.
And well, speed finishing.
Wait, 12 more links?
Yeah, he made 12 more, so now he has 18 lings.
Oh, okay. Now that's definitely scary.
Ooh.
Is he not gonna? He's not gonna scout anything really.
No, not too much.
Yeah, all these lings are at the left side here. If this Reaper goes to the left or something, that would be insane. But yeah, it's not going to.
So what is the plan with these?
What I would do if I was him, see what he's doing. So he's going to wait for the Hellions to get towards Rogue's base, and then Rogue's going to run by while the Hellions are on the map.
That could do some serious damage.
If
he gets a surround on these two Hellions.
Yeah, so not only are you not keeping his attention away from the Hellions, so you could go for a surround, but you also just get so much time here, so much attacking done. Okay, there's not much here.
Yeah.
Well, getting in the main, that's a really big risk for KeeN.
Well, the Hellions being surrounded by SCVs here, it's very hard for the Lings to actually kill anything.
Yeah, this risk certainly paid off amazingly. Still losing 8 SCVs, but that could have been a lot more. Oh, wow.
Well, the counter damage is real. Going after the drones now, punishing Rogue.
Oh, my God. 14 drones go down to 11 SCVs. That's great. Amazing trade.
Oh, my God.
Wow. I mean, that's really bad for Rogue.
It is. Well, the thing is, I really liked what Rogue's idea was, but he had no units at home. Like, he knew that the Hellions were coming out. That was part of the strategy like you were talking about.
You're supposed to leave your rally at home.
Yeah.
But I think he cut lings and just started building drones. Maybe what he expected was KeeN to pull his Hellions back.
Oh, what? Really? Would anyone ever pull their Hellions back in that situation?
I think some would. It's hard. It's a hard call to make. I certainly wouldn't gamble half my mirror line on it. But
yeah.
Oh my God.
Most of the time when people turn around, I'm just like, why are you turning around? Just yeah. It's almost more important to be decisive in StarCraft than to be right.
Which is what we saw KeeN do. He was just decisive. He's like, all right, I'm killing you.
Yep. He's like, we're going. We're doing this.
Might get an egg here. It's not worth a Liberator, though. Oh,
this is KeeN's 15th rodeo, so don't underestimate him. Okay, so the harassment not really doing anything yet. The Hellion drop, the Liberator both forced away pretty easily. Some spores being made. Third base being made by KeeN, who is going to go into some bio play. So we have a lot of diverse Terran action here today.
Yeah, I think this map is pretty comfortable with bio. Like when you watch TVZ played on this map, you see the rocks taken down by the fourth base, and they just sit there with their bio mech or bio tank, and it's really, really hard to engage.
Yeah.
There's literally a ramp on both sides of your tanks. Yeah. So, yeah, he won't. I don't think he'll be able to find. Oh, he still has all his Hellions here. Okay, those were very slippery. That is a very slippery.
Oh, he's dropping some into the main base. The drone's trying to run here. Some of them turning to fight the Brave drones.
And then the Hellions are like, oh God, the drones are attacking. I can't chase those other drones.
I better micro against this. I better kite against this drone.
Yeah.
But look, he's got another 8 kills.
Okay. He needs to be careful.
Oh my God. Hold on, hold on. How many can he get?
10. I don't even know if you save these. I think you just go for it, honestly.
Yeah. You don't need to save those. You're going bio anyways. Who cares? Get another volley.
Yeah. I think that was a little bit mismanaged, but he did get a lot of kills. Okay.
So that ends. Another 10 drones bite the dust. Rogue's drone count very, very low. Look at this. Only one queen here.
And these Hellions didn't have full HP, though.
Oh. I was like, wow, does that queen have +3 attack? What the hell was that?
Too? Yeah. Does the drones have adrenal glands or something?
Yeah, 27 drones and 36 lings killed off so far. Definitely worthwhile here for KeeN.
Yeah. It's all on the back foot of the counterattack thing that just didn't go Rogue's way.
Well, KeeN trying to take his third base right now. I love when we talk up KeeN and say how he's played really well, but like he gets really good players and then has good games, then doesn't make it around 16, and then it starts to happen immediately.
Yeah, this is when we start seeing like early pool like Ravager all-ins from Rogue after he loses a macro game or something.
Maru calls him. Rogue switches to Terran. Double proxy racks Reaper.
Yeah. The Jin Air boys. They're just like, no, we can't deal with KeeN. He's too scary.
No. Jin Air KeeN coming up. Punch for them. Revolution already has him. All right, lings are actually circling around the map right now while KeeN walks out. Looks like he wants to clear some creep.
Remember what happened last time we did a ling run by?
Yeah. These things are going to stim up into the natural and kill everything. All right, so he's actually clearing a lot of creep right now. The Zergling counterattack coming in. Wall goes up immediately, but he's going to get a Siege Tank. That's actually really nice.
Yeah, that's an okay trade, though. I mean, he's still doing so much damage on the other side for KeeN.
Yeah, like that Liberator doing some work.
This is the most mortal I've ever seen Rogue in TVZ. Just like losing units pretty efficient. Yeah.
Thing is, when Maru kills him, it's just like this 1 to 2 very decisive attacks. Here, KeeN is kind of harassing him all over the place, and it's working pretty well.
Generally not where we see Rogue faltering. Did you just leave that tank to die?
No, I lived.
Are you sure?
With like 1 hit point.
Okay.
If it didn't, I'll be really surprised.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to see anyways, but...
Oh, we'll see. We'll see a tank. Come on.
Yeah, but we can't tell if it's 1 HP or not.
I can tell. You wait. Eventually, we're going to go down there, right, Shine? Come on. bring the camera down. I really want to see now. Because it was low, but I think the Ling had
low.
1 more hit left on it, I'm pretty sure.
It would have either been 1 hit or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's leaving some of his range behind.
Okay, so by the way, Burrow gets upgraded here a little bit late on the Baneling speed. Well, look at KeeN. Yeah, is that the tank? Probably got repaired.
I don't know.
He should have 2 tanks right now.
Who does a 4 Baneling run by with no speed?
I think he forgot speed.
That was the cutest Baneling run by I've ever seen. Like the most ambitious Baneling run by. Hope you have literally nothing at your third base at all.
I noticed that your wall is incomplete.
And you're like,
maybe you have no units there also.
You're also hoping he doesn't just pull his SCVs out of the way because they're Banelings that don't have Bane speed?
I hope that you're yawning or so that your eyes are closed or something like that. All right, a little bit of harassment here picking up. Moving out of there. The Hive is going to be finishing up.
KeeN's multitasking has been so impressive lately.
Yeah.
Like, he clears creep when he can. He's doing drops at bases of the economic importance. And he's just like controlling them both so well. You don't really see him losing units for free.
No, and look at that. He pulls back. And he's like, oh, no. He's still using that 1 scan to get more tumors. That was the longest scan I've ever seen.
Look at he's getting... Wow, look at that control.
Dude, seriously.
That was really
I'm
sick.
so in love with KeeN's play, and I'm going to be so sad when he loses the decider match 1 to 2. It's just going to break my heart,
like a bunch of all-ins, too.
Yeah. I'm like, yep, that's it.
Look at he's really good at timing here.
Yeah.
Like, this is some impressive stuff. Not many Terran players can pull off this perfect timing. Like, he's just everywhere right now.
He really is. This multitasking is out of control. He's picking off drones. He's forcing cancels. He's getting creep tumors all over the place. Look at the creep spread of Rogue. Yeah, this is some 2010 creep spread we're looking at. There's like nothing out there. There's like 1 line going from the 4th.
Yeah. And this is not like just some average Zerg player. We're talking about Rogue, you know? And
KeeN is going to move out very soon here. Does he actually have a chance with this push? Because we see the Ultralisk Cavern. It's going to be finishing up, and when those are out, things get a little bit dicey. Yeah. But his 2-2 is about to finish. His plating is about to finish. I think that KeeN is going to push with his entire forces in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think that'd be quite risky. Like, there's always this opportunity where you can hit before like a high amount of ultras.
Yeah.
Okay, we might see the first real loss of Marines there, to be honest.
Well, that's because he's microing the other side. Yeah, I guess that didn't work either, though, did it?
Yeah.
Okay, the ultras are started, and he's actually just starting 3-3, or well, +3 so far, and adding more barracks. Like, KeeN has actually shown us a strong late game before as well. Like, he pushes with ghosts and stuff. But yeah, okay, here we go. I feel like if you hit 2-2, you have to attack.
Marines?
Huh?
Hello? What?
Wow.
Rogue. If only he had the multitasking of KeeN.
Leenock would have gotten those Marines.
Yeah, Leenock wouldn't have missed that.
All right, the counterattack of Rogue. He does close the wall. Looks like there is some units over there. He's going to force a cancel here on the 5th, which is nice.
I'm really scared for KeeN in this timing, though.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think that you have to go kill them with this. But if you get 2-2, if you haven't taken a ton of damage in the game and you get 2-2 and you don't at least push a little bit, what are you doing? What timing are you looking for?
Right. Oh, my God. He's coming back over it.
Oh, man.
Okay, this time he's probably going to run right over top of it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Will Rogue see it?
He is kind of in a line right now. He should have. I think he should have done it. He had them selected for a second there.
Yeah. I think he's waiting a little bit longer.
It. Yeah.
You got to be patient with those sometimes. That can be a game changer later on.
Yeah.
If they have a big engage right there, because that's going to be the 5th base of KeeN for sure, right? So
exactly.
There probably will be a big engagement there, considering KeeN is not like just about to lose the game or something.
So one thing we can notice, KeeN scanned the main army and then immediately retreated.
Yeah. Well,
so he felt the same way I did, obviously. He's like, nope, I will lose my army to that. But it's just scary.
Yeah, the push out did cancel the 5th, which is kind of nice. You know, he's kept Rogue as small as he can at the moment.
Oh my god. Is this going to be it? This is going to be it. Okay, here we go.
Oh no.
He's not paying attention? Oh my god, he didn't pay attention. Where's Lenok?
Oh my god.
We need somebody.
Lenok? He's certainly not playing Archon mode with Rogue, that's for sure. I can tell you where he's not. Oh, some of these drops starting to do a little bit.
Okay, this is the
good.
mind game. He's actually just waiting for the retreat.
Yeah, that's it. Because he wanted his hatchery to die. Okay. Oh my god, that was insane. That was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was a lot of Marines.
Yeah, he just went down like 20 supply.
Jeez. That's painful.
That's very painful.
Okay, so now it's this Ultralist composition. He just...
He doesn't actually have much army here. Honestly, this army is definitely killable.
Yeah.
He's going to take down 2 tanks.
So, you know, he's got this scary Ultralist army, but he is getting into the Broodlord tech now. It feels like Rogue has done well enough defending everything.
Yeah.
Like, I really like what I've seen out of KeeN again. You know, I feel like at this point, like I've talked him up so much, he could roll his face across the keyboard, and I'd like what I'd see out of him. I'm like, wow, there's some great Protoss play there, KeeN. But you know,
yeah, I know what you're
aside,
saying, though.
yeah, it's not feeling too good for KeeN right at this moment.
Like he was looking really strong to the mid and early game, but now that we're getting to the late game, I don't feel like he's transitioned as well as he could.
Yeah, like we don't see a Ghost Academy at all. He's just staying on bio, staying on tanks, making a few Liberators here.
Yeah. I mean, and Rogue is like such a dominant late game Zerg in this matchup.
KeeN's going to try his best right here. He's actually taking a nice little choke, but that is a lot of Ultras.
That's a lot of Zerglings too, the run by. He might be able to not die, but
yeah, it's possible he doesn't die.
He's losing a lot of workers here too. Oh, that's nice defense. Yeah, I don't think this is going very well at all. Now you're on top of the production facilities, so...
As the Ultras are killing the buildings in KeeN's base, I don't think this is going very well.
I am a Kodas Zerg player. This does not look the best for KeeN.
No?
No.
I think you're right. I think these Corruptors are going to finish him off. GG is called, and Rogue takes game 1. But here's the thing. Rogue is probably favored to take down GSL this season. And KeeN actually put up a good fight against him for a little bit. And it wasn't the Baneling thing that really got him dead, in my opinion. What was it, though, that you would point to and say, this is where KeeN started to lose it?
I think, well, he did start taking worse trades with his drops. Not that it really mattered. The thing is, Rogue started holding on. He didn't bleed away his economy. Yeah. And he was very well set on the late game. He had his army composition prepared for the late game, whereas KeeN did not. I felt like KeeN, his goal was to do that mid-game push and try and kill him. But... it didn't really plan out that way at all.
Yeah. No transition at all there into Ghosts in the later game or anything.
I think the transition was the biggest thing that ended up killing him. Maybe overestimating where his position was in the late game. Like maybe he thought Rogue was a little bit less geared for it. Maybe his Ultralist Cavern is a little bit quicker than he thought.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. We're getting into map number 2. It's going to be Catalyst. Rogue's pick. Rogue's advantage.
Picking them.
Match 2, fight!
Well, Rogue is my Zerg guy. That's the equivalent of TY.
Team Revolution, KeeN.
Where when he does something, I'm like, well, that must be right. Let me figure out why that's right. Let me look deeper into my own into the analysis portion of this and not my own opinion.
Jin Air Green Wings, Rogue.
So that is kind of interesting. What was map 3 again? Was it Lost and Found?
If it's lost, what was the first map? Acid Plant. I think it's Lost and Found.
It probably is. It's always those 3 maps. Yeah. It's like, this is what happens when you have 7 maps and 2 vetoes each.
Just make it a 3-map pool.
Yeah, it is Lost and Found.
Okay.
Pretty much. Welcome.
Rogue fighting.
Oh. Gas pool first.
Gas pool first. Okay, so this is the kind of stuff I expected if you pick Catalyst. I think it's really strong on this map. Though, one thing is, it's not a reactor in the wall.
Yeah.
Which is a little strange that you would do it with this position.
That guy knows how to have fun. What do you expect him to do with this?
I think this is going to be something with roaches. It's the only thing I can think of. Because if you go for the Ling thing, you can cancel the CC. It could also just be like a really uncommitted thing. But like the fact that you're getting gas so early is a little bit suspicious to me.
Could he just be saying, I really don't care to play against 2 racks?
Yeah, he could, but at the same time, you still don't need a really fast gas for
yeah,
that.
It's true. In fact, when he plays against Maru, he just goes pool and expands.
Exactly. That is the optimal 2 racks. Like it's okay. Don't get me wrong. This is good against 2 racks, but it's not necessarily something you need to do. Really fast factory here. It's kind of standard. Oh. I'm just curious to see if we have a Roach one. We have Ling speed, so I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine now.
Yeah.
It just looks like a standard game with a really quick
unsure.
speed.
Well, I mean, he could have looked at that last game, too, and placed himself above KeeN. There was a long time where Dark, like every ZVT, was opening gas pool with speed and going into macro games. And in my opinion, it was because it's just like kind of safe. He doesn't die to anything, and Rogue was so much better than the majority of Terrans, you know, that he just kind of transitioned fine. Yeah. I don't know if that's what his thought process is here, but...
I mean, he's been building only drones. It's just that the really quick speed just seems a little unnecessary, but that's okay. It's nothing that'll actually like lose you a game or even really put you far behind. Like if you're delaying the CC like he is right now, he's in a perfectly fine spot, if not in an advantage. So the thing is, he would get this regardless of if he gets speed or not. He's getting a really quick Overlord speed too. I think this is just like you're super, really respecting everything he can do. You know, like you're looking for.
It's funny that you use that wording, though. You say it's respecting everything you can do. I think of it more as a disrespect move, where you're like, I'm better, I'm going to play safe and know what you're doing and beat you.
Yeah.
But in a way that is respecting what they can do. Be like, oh, he could kill me, I got to be careful.
Exactly. Yeah, you can put it either way, but I think if you, you're right. If you feel better, like you're the better player and you can win the late game, then you're just going to want to not die.
Yeah.
But at the same time, not dying means you're respecting what they can do.
Yeah. And in fact, if you covered up the name tags and just showed me this game in a vacuum, I would say 100% that this is Dark. Dark? With the quick speed and the quick Overlord speed. Like, Dark is the only player that was... He was doing that, like, every game for a while.
That's a great... Yeah, that's a great analysis. I think that's very much what I would see as well. You don't see Rogue respecting, you know, everything, so... I don't know. He just feels really scared to me. Yeah, like getting really quick Overlord speed is not necessarily normal unless you're Dark. Okay, well, this is a pretty quick Roach form. This also can be all in. There's a very possible chance that this is like a Roach Queen all in with Overlords or something like that, which is something Dark also does. We'll have to see.
The thing is, one of his creep tumors jumped back into his main base instead of going forward, and I know that there's Hellions out, but he also had 3 Queens. So that makes me think it's more of a macro play in a way, too. I don't want to read too much into it, but like, if you were going to just move your Queens off creep and go, I feel like that front tumor is the most important thing you can do.
Right. I mean, like, you don't send them across the map. You usually put them in Overlords. So
that one.
Yeah, so you have to wait until at least Lair finishes.
Okay, I thought you meant the one where that Lucira does, where he's like, okay, here we go.
No, okay, 6 Roaches on the way. This can be defensive, but again, we'll have to see if it continues to reduce drones. This is pretty much the drone cutoff point. Like, you might be able to squeeze a couple more out, but if you build more drones after this, it actually just takes away from your push, which is pretty all-in.
Drones.
Okay, so we see 5 drones. This is probably not an all-in then. This is just the, Roaches to not die to anything.
Yeah. Well, 3rd Command Center coming up for KeeN right now. He's continuing to try to harass, but he sees the Roaches.
Yeah. And you're pretty much safe. You can do a push, but this is not all-in by any means. I would be surprised to see it. What did he scout, actually? I think he scouted a starport with a tech lab on it, so... I don't remember.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's 2 Banshees, so yeah, you won't see the Roach push. I was going to say, I thought we had Banshees. I'm surprised they weren't doing it, which...
But, by the way, something that I actually wanted to talk about during the special game, but it wasn't. The action picked up a little bit and all that, right? And maybe this has to do with what's going on here in this game, because some of these maps, right, they have strategies that are so strong for Terran vs. Zerg that we see them just get banned. And we were talking about Dreamcatcher with that a little bit, right? Where it's like, well, this is just so strong. But we've seen these tank timing pushes that use that like low ground, like 4th base type of area and just abuse Zerg and kill them. Could that be in the back of Rogue's mind? Because like that's why Maru won last season, is because he did that tank push on this map to Rogue, who was in a good spot, and then he just died instantly, right?
I mean, yeah. Do you remember when I was talking about special, how I thought if you do that Roach 1-1 timing, it's actually just really good against some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you're going bio or mech, and especially on a map like Catalyst, there's a small rush distance. So it's really good against 2-on-1 if you pick up on it really early. Like Roaches are not terrible against 2-on-1, and you can use the Ravager Bile or something like that to actually take out the tanks if they're really far forward, which they will be. But yeah, I think this is just a really, in general, like a generally very strong timing. Where you can do some damage, and then you can just macro off the back of it.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of thinking, is this map specific to be doing this? It feels like it might be. It's just like Catalyst is not the best map. Let's do something like this 1-1 that has grown in popularity a little bit lately.
I mean, for example, you can compare it to Backwater, which also has like a relatively short rush distance. I think it's just a rush distance specific thing. Because Backwater's natural expansion and third expansion are pretty in base.
Yeah.
But we saw it happen a lot still.
Okay, well, the Banshee's coming up. Double cloak, trying to get some harassment done. The Queen's pushing him back pretty strong. Ooh,
that one Banshee has like no HP.
Yeah.
Okay, it's dead. Now it has no HP.
Truly.
You can't hide back there. Nice try.
All right, a lot of Roaches are moving out right now.
Oh my god, where's your Marines? The tanks are completely exposed here.
They're going for an attack. He's going to force a cancel into the 4th base, so that's kind of nice.
Rogue, you can just go. There's nothing here, man.
Oh, he's going on the other side. Kind of interesting, but he will get on top of those sea chinks in a matter of seconds. Now, this base will fall, but the amount of damage these Roaches will do will be bigger, I think.
Yeah, certainly. And your rally points can really defend that many Marines. It's not a huge push here. He's losing so many SCVs already. This is really, really bad for KeeN.
Yeah, he's boosting home right now with his medevacs.
Yeah, I mean, if you commit those, you're just going to run into a wall of Roaches. There's nothing you can do.
Oh, man, look at all those Ravagers made right up in the front.
Yeah, Rogue is looking pretty dominant here. I don't think you could possibly defend this.
It's going to be very tough. He has the Overseers here, so he's not going to get Lee-knocked.
Oh, man, that was such a sad game, by the way.
Yeah, it was. That's right, he still made it through. He'll get his revenge in the finals.
Lee-knock Maru finals.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick. Lee-knock has to knock out Rogue first.
These Roaches are pretty stacked, but I don't think this is going to be enough. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, I mean, it is a lot of damage. KeeN has lost way too many SCVs, though.
Yeah.
He still has 34, which is more than you would think he would have when he's lost 37.
Yeah, I mean, he had a pretty solid economy, but at this point, I don't think he can come back even if you do push this back.
Kill even more depots at this point.
I see some libs. That might be for like offensive liberators. I don't think you can use them defensively against Biles, but they're the kind of unit that you can send out across the map, shift Q them while you're defending, and they can do so much damage.
Yeah, I think it's a good choice. Like, the thing is, KeeN obviously has to get extremely aggressive here and get damage done.
Yeah.
So you may as well make as many harassing units as you can, because there's no possibility in playing a macro game after this unless you like just butcher Rogue's economy and then make it even again.
It's 70 works to 30. I mean, you're absolutely right.
Not finding the right damage here at all. Kills 4 drones. Loses 4. Yeah.
4 is not 40.
No, certainly not. We'll see how much the Liberators get. Look at those spores. I like this spore setup.
Yeah,
it's like he's a robot or something. He's a program.
There's even spore on the left side too. He shouldn't have pulled that back.
Oh, I can't believe that!
If he didn't pull that back,
it just kills it.
Yeah, the Queen would have just killed the lib.
Yeah. Bit of a miss micro there. Rogue moving fast, makes a small mistake. Queens walk around and do end up killing this off. But hey, he's getting a little bit of damage. He's removing that creep again. I mean, look at this multitasking.
Yeah, his multitasking has been so impressive. He just needs to get on his transitions and like have his transitions more smooth. I think that's truly what makes Maru so good, right? Like when you see Maru play, his multitasking is like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just feels like he's trying to come back from such a huge deficit that it would be so hard for him to actually do it.
I like this Spire on the way, by the way.
Yeah.
It feels like a you can't kill me Spire type of thing. I don't know if that's like a thing, but like when you're in this type of position, your opponent is like struggling so hard and all he can do is the harass. You make a group of mutas and suddenly the harass is 100% over. Everything he sends out is lost supply.
Yeah, and then there is just potential of doing even more damage when they try to move out and kill you with a smaller army that you know is smaller, right?
Yeah.
It also can, 10 mutas. That's quite a few.
Yeah. Which that's going to end Liberators. It's going to end Medivacs. It can even possibly go over and harass some. But Rogue in just a dominating position right now.
It also forces the Terran usually to make a Thor too, and that's not what you want to be making against this army composition. So, and KeeN's just holding on, but
yeah,
can you bio that? I'm pretty sure you can. I mean, assuming KeeN doesn't move it.
Maybe. Okay, the Muta's just going to fly across the map. He doesn't really care about that Medivac right now. There is a turret in the mineral line.
Yeah, he's going to see the Marine army and exactly where it is. Actually surprised there is a turret in the line. I guess he built it way earlier. Unless he scouted the Spire.
You're going to fly in. You know,
there's not very many SCVs here, though.
One thing to mention, actually, is that advancing speed just started. 2-2 just finished up for KeeN. His army's only 60 army supply, though. God, that's... You know, I'm trying to put together a narrative here where maybe... Because the Banelings can't connect, he can be very efficient with his siege tank count, but it doesn't...
God, I mean, even picking up all these add-ons, and he is also backing up. Like, I think the only possible chance is if Rogue goes aggressive with all these roaches and somehow they get cleaned up. But if you just back up when you're in Rogue's position of 76 working to 56, and you have a huge army like this, you just don't lose.
Well,
it's pretty much impossible.
Here comes the Roach Ravager. Those tanks can siege up real quick.
The Muta's on top of them. Vials go down. All these tanks should go down. Oh, they're all in red. Mutas are cleaning up the rest of them in the Thor.
Oh, that's going to be it.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, KeeN definitely showed some skills this game, but absolutely not a match for Rogue, unfortunately. So Rogue going to go on to that winner's match with a 2-0 map score. Yeah. And that means we have the world champion going up against the best non-Korean Terran in this next series.
It's going to be hard for Special, but it's definitely possible after we watch 2.
Yeah. I'm just a bit nervous because Rogue got to watch that too, and he knows the type of builds that Special is obviously prepped for today. So
I'm hoping that those were Sue builds. That was prepared for Sue.
Oh, okay,
right?
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping for. I could be wrong.
Well, that would be nice to see. Let's do a quick commercial break. When we come back, Special against Rogue.